Right kind of talent can be attracted into the organization not just only by creating the work culture, right kind of work culture, or not just only by creating the branding, but at the same time, we need to be rewarding their efforts with the right kind of compensation and benefits structure. So, the tenure as well as the decision of a job seeker to join the job is mainly dependent upon the compensation and benefit structure that is being offered to him. Hi, myself Lavanya. In this video, we are going to discuss on the 5 key aspects of compensation and benefits structure, how it is going to impact on a job seeker's mindset as well as an employee's mindset while he is working with the organization. Let's see. First point we need to keep in mind is basic. Yes, the major salary component is being basic. It is a standard amount which is going to suffice the needs of an employee. Once we are habituated to lead a life with a particular amount, if it is getting disturbed and if it is getting reduced, definitely the employee is going to get into a financial pressure which can make him less productive. And a job seeker, if he is being offered with a lesser basic salary compared to the earlier one, then there is every chance for him to take a negative decision that not to join the job. So to avoid both the situations, we need to define the salary structure with a higher basic when compared to the earlier one, which can make him get attracted towards joining the job, as well as which also can make him more comfortable to work with a peace of mind to come up with a higher productivity. So keep in mind that not to reduce the basic amount or basic component of the CTC, and it is to be a higher one every time whenever we are offering. Second point we need to keep in mind is parity. When compared to the market, if similar organizations and similar roles and responsibilities are there, but more of the people are getting higher salaries, and if we are offering a lesser one, then people may not interested to work with us, and we cannot attract right talent as a job seeker, prospect job seeker, to apply for the job as well as to join for the job. So to make a new job seeker get attracted towards the organization and make him come and work with us, we need to offer a salary which in comparison with the market should be justified. If right kind of parity is being maintained, then we can get the right talent to work with us. And if we are offering lesser salaries when compared to the market, there is every chance for the people not to stay with us for long time, even if they join. The third one we need to keep in mind is growth path. Not only the current salary or CTC we are offering, but the growth path of his tenure in the organization, one after the other, if the years are passing without any much of the difference, without any growth in his position, without any growth in his learning, without any growth in his salary, without getting any kind of higher increments or any other appreciations and all, people will get bored to work with us and they may not interested to work with us. So job seekers not only see the current structure, but along with that, they want to know how the growth path is there for the organization for a long time. If I am looking myself to work with this organization for 5 years, let us say in future, then what is the growth, what is the increment, what is the development I am going to see in my position as well as my salary, it is to be defined well. When the growth path is defined well and explained well, then there is every chance for the job seeker to take a positive decision to join the job. That is for the job seeker. And the people who are already working with the organization will stay with us with a right kind of growth path for longer times. The fourth one is benefits. What are the different kinds of benefits we can offer? There is a umpteen number of lists we can offer. Organization has every responsibility to take care of the welfare of the employee while he is working with the organization. So to take care of this welfare of the employee, what kind of benefits we can plan for, so that we can suffice his different kinds of needs like medical needs, maybe it might be an insurance plan, or maybe the retirement plans. Whatever we are offering, it should be able to make him feel that kind of relaxation regarding those things. If those needs were being sufficed by the employer, then the employee will be moreover productive as well as engaged with the organization. That's where, while defining the CTC, we need to keep in mind that the long-term benefits, retirement benefits, and welfare plans are also to be a part of CTC, which can make them take again a positive decision and to join the job and stay with the organization. The fifth one and the major one we need to look into is the work-life balance. Yes, sometimes non-monetary benefits are also much impactful and important for a person to take a decision whether to join the job or not. Yes, when I get a right kind of work-life balance, when I have an assurance from the organization that I am going to get that work-life balance, then definitely I would like to explore, or I would like to associate with the organization and want to sustain with the organization. So this work-life balance can be maintained in different kinds of ways by offering flexible work timings, or maybe compensatory offs, or weekly offs can be at the midst of the week, or maybe the work from home for a temporary period, or maybe a permanent period, depending upon the positions and all. So all the possibilities need to be checked, and a right kind of structure needs to be prepared with the right kind of work-life balance. If the person is getting right kind of work-life balance, then he will be ready to join the job, and once he gets his comfort levels, then he will not be much interested to change the job. He will be engaged with the organization. He will be working for longer times. So longer associations always come up with higher productivity levels. That's where work-life balance is one more major aspect we need to take care while defining the CTC of our employee. So those were the 5 major aspects we have discussed in brief. To know more intricate points, please write to us in the comments below, and to add value, you can add your points to this so that we can come up with more value adding videos. Hope you liked the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel to get more such kind of videos on people management aspects and HR related aspects. To learn more and to get trained well in the compensation and benefits strategy and process and management, you can join our compensation and benefits management certification program, which is being offered online live coaching. Speak to us in the numbers given below in the description so that you can get all the details. Thanks for watching.